The surprising link between neurodivergence and mental health. Neurodivergence and mental health. What's the connection? From ADHD to autism, being neurodivergent means thinking and processing the world differently. But how does this affect mental well-being? In today's video, we'll explore the powerful impact neurodivergence has on mental health, and this will include anxiety, depression, and more. We'll dive into the challenges neurodivergent individuals face, as well as the strengths they bring to the table. Whether you're neurodivergent or you know someone who is, this is essential viewing. Now remember, this is education mixed with entertainment. So with that being said, let's analyze this train of thought accordingly. So we will dive into the crucial relationship between neurodivergence and mental health. Now, neurodivergent conditions like autism, ADHD, and dyslexia, they influence how people perceive and interact with the world. But these differences can also have significant effects on mental health. Higher rates of anxiety, depression, and burnout are common in neurodivergent individuals. And why is that? It's a good question. Is it the condition itself, or is it society's lack of understanding? We'll explore the challenges neurodivergent individuals face, the impact of stigma, and the importance of proper support. Segment 1. What is neurodivergence? Now, before we jump into the mental health side, let's first clarify what neurodivergence is. Neurodivergence, simply put, refers to brain differences that impact how a person thinks, behaves, and processes information. These differences are often labelled as disorders, such as autism, ADHD, dyslexia, or Tourette's, but they're more accurately seen as variations in human cognition. You see, the neurodiversity movement aims to shift the conversation. It aims to shift the conversation from disorder to difference, promoting acceptance and inclusion of different cognitive styles. While neurodivergent people bring unique strengths to the table, they can also face significant mental health challenges due to societal pressures. Segment 2. The mental health impacts neurodivergence. So how does being neurodivergent affect mental health? It's a good question. The statistics, they are very clear. Neurodivergent individuals are more likely to experience mental health conditions such as anxiety, depression, and stress-related disorders. But why? Let's try and break this down. Firstly, many neurodivergent people face challenges in daily life due to societal norms. For instance, people with autism may struggle with social interactions, or those with ADHD may find it hard to focus in environments that demand intense concentration. These challenges often lead to feelings of isolation, frustration, and even low self-esteem, which can trigger anxiety and depression over time. Secondly, the stigma surrounding neurodivergence plays a major role. Neurodivergent individuals are often misunderstood or misdiagnosed, leading to frustration and a sense of being different in a world that isn't designed to accommodate them. This can lead to chronic stress, which in turn impacts mental health. Neurodivergent people may feel pressured to mask their true selves, pretending to fit into a neurotypical mold just to be accepted. Over time, this mask can result in burnout, as constantly maintaining a facade is exhausting. Segment 3. Anxiety and neurodivergence. Anxiety is the most common mental health issue for neurodivergent individuals. For someone with autism, social anxiety might stem from difficulty understanding social cues, while a person with ADHD may feel anxious because they can't meet deadlines or maintain focus in school or work settings. These everyday struggles build up, leading to chronic anxiety, particularly when proper support and accommodations are lacking. For example, in schools or workplaces that are not designed for neurodivergent people, they may be forced to adapt to rigid schedules, loud environments, or abstract instructions, factors that can overwhelm and overstimulate them. Without appropriate coping strategies or flexibility, the stress can become unbearable, and this can lead to persistent anxiety. Segment 4, depression and neurodivergence. Now, depression is another common issue. It's another common issue among neurodivergent people. The constant feeling of being different or less than can lead to a loss of self-worth. When individuals are pushed, they are pushed to conform to societal expectations that don't align with their natural way of thinking. They can start to feel as though they're falling or that they're failing, even when they're not. This can result in deep feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and ultimately depression. So furthermore, many neurodivergent individuals report feeling misunderstood, not only by family but friends and professionals, misdiagnosis, or a lack of proper support. And this often leads to a feeling of invisibility, like their needs aren't being properly recognized. This neglect can cause severe emotional distress, and in some cases, it can make depression even worse. Segment 5, the role of burnout in neurodivergent individuals. Burnout is another major issue neurodivergent people face, especially when they feel the need to constantly mask their true selves. Burnout can manifest in different ways: physical exhaustion, emotional numbness, or even a complete shutdown. Neurodivergent people, particularly those on the autistic spectrum, often reach burnout from trying to fit into a neurotypical world that doesn't understand or support their needs. This overwhelming exhaustion can further worsen mental health, leading to increased anxiety, depression, and stress. Segment 6, positive mental health outcomes for neurodivergent people. Now, it's important to recognize that it's not all doom and gloom, because with proper support, neurodivergent people, they can thrive. Early diagnosis, appropriate accommodations in school or in the workplace, and a supportive community are key factors that can make a huge difference. In environments that celebrate neurodivergent strengths, people with ADHD, autism, or dyslexia can excel, using their unique perspectives to solve problems creatively, think outside the box, and bring new ideas to the table. Moreover, many neurodivergent people report feeling empowered when they learn about their condition and find others with shared experiences. Communities, both online and offline, offer validation. They offer validation and support, helping individuals navigate challenges without feeling alone. So in conclusion, neurodivergence undoubtedly has a significant impact on mental health. From anxiety to depression to burnout, the challenges neurodivergent individuals face are very real, but with awareness, understanding, and support, many of these difficulties can be addressed. The key is creating environments that accommodate diverse ways of thinking and help people embrace their differences instead of feeling pressured to conform. If you're neurodivergent or know someone who is, remember, you're not alone, and your mental health matters.